Elgato. Elgato del Fantasma. I think I finally got that name right. They cut a promo that I thought was interesting, and I thought it had potential. I think this little thing they're doing with this group, I find the group to be very boring. However, I think things like this can actually give a group some kind of, personality. Now, I wish they would do these things live more often, because I feel like it's, again, WWE protecting their talent a little too much, where it's like, instead of, actually just doing. Now, this was a little different because this thing had to be cinematic, I think. But they do it a little too much. Like Judgment Day had a bunch of recorded packages. But again, I cut them some slack because they've already done a lot of backstage things. But I'll come back to that. I'll circle around back to that topic there. But anyway, I felt like this was it was a decent, like, the little mafia dinner kind of style scene cinematic thing they had going on. I thought was cool for the group. I think it has potential, but it was missing something, and I don't know if it was better production. Maybe it needed to be lighted a little differently or something. Like, it was missing something that you almost wanted to see it look a little more like a Scorsese kind of setting or something. Like, it was just missing that in the production, and I felt like the dialogue could have been a little bit better. But it's one of those things that the reason why I say the dialogue could have been better, because it was something that could have been easily accomplished by them just doing a backstage promo. They didn't say anything that needed some kind of production cinematic thing. If you're going to do that, they need to say something that kind of, especially with this, like, cinematic, dramatic build-up music to a crescendo, and then his crescendo is with everybody saying, El Gato del Fantasma. Oh, okay. You took LA Knight's line, because that's what you would say in the middle of a dinner with your friends. It's just, it was missing something. It was missing that. I think another big part was that Santos, I don't think, is the guy to be fronting this group. His personality just isn't really there to do it. It's a little too dry. I think he tries. I do give him credit for trying. Because I honestly do believe he is trying, but he's not clicking for some reason. He has everything around him that should make it click, but and I don't know, maybe it could be the writing. Maybe they just don't know how to write it. Maybe he needs to start, like, sort of taking, I guess you can't do that with a recorded promo, but that's the advantages of live. You could take advantage a little bit. You can go, you know what, I'm gonna switch this line up a little bit. And then if the fans get a reaction, or there's a reaction from the fans, they'll forgive you. WWE won't really go off on you about going off the script. That's what I believe, anyway. That's how I think certain guys do eventually earn the thing of, like, hey, just go out there with bullet points. We trust him. He'll be able to kind of tie it all together. But I feel like a lot of these guys don't take that chance. They're not brave enough to sort of take that chance. So they kind of just, all right, I'll just say whatever's written on the paper, word for word. But something about Santos, just, it's too dry, and it doesn't feel authentic. He doesn't feel like an authentic, like, mafioso leader. It feels very forced. And then for him to go up against a guy like LA Knight, it's almost not even fair. So yeah, LA Knight comes out and he cuts a promo, decent promo for LA Knight. I hold him to a higher standard, so it was a passable promo for LA Knight. Couple funny lines, got to the point. he did start making fun of like where Santos was calling him trash. Sort of this, I think this whole trash insult is being overused. It's like, you could be a little more creative with your insults. So LA Knight kind of called him out on that, which I appreciate. And the most interesting thing in this obviously was LA Knight, but I did like the potential of that little promo that they cut. I suppose, I guess for SmackDown, you know what? I won't even. Yeah. I guess I could call that the promo of the week for SmackDown. Let me get my thing. Bam.
Burger after burger after burger.